Good morning, everybody. I'm No Arrows, and today we got some natural light coming in, so it's a good day to do some comic reviews. Winter's really been like rolling in hard here, and it's been overcast for like a week now, and so I've kind of had to put my review plans on hold. But anyway, this is SuperZero. It's by the husband and wife team of Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti, and the artist Rafael de Latorre. And it comes from Aftershock, a publisher that just started up last year. They put out a few books. They got some big names to come on, but they haven't really generated a ton of hype, and that's too bad, because from what I've seen, their books have been pretty good, and they have successfully gotten like some serious talent to come in and do these. And I should have cut my nails before I did this. But anyways, this is a comic about this girl, Drew, who is 19, but she's still in high school. She's a super senior, and she is obsessed with superheroes and comics. And she wants to become a superhero, and so she kind of has all these schemes and like plans to give herself superpowers. Like right here, she's trying to get herself bit by these X-ray blasted ants, so she gets ant powers, for instance. And you know, she has these different plots. And it's kind of a sort of it's humorous, but there's also some drama. It's rooted in reality. It's a very believable book, and there's a very there's sort of a relatable charm to it that I think anybody who has read superhero comics and has, you know, dreamed of being a crime fighter could relate to. Drew's a really relatable character. There's a good supporting cast. Art is good. Can't really complain about it. Except you have the problem with every single one of Amanda Conner's books, where she does the cover and like, you're like, she's a really good artist, and you're just, but you almost wish she wouldn't do the cover, because every time you pick up one of her comics, like, you open it up and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, she doesn't do the art. That's too bad. But whatever. The art's still good anyway. I won't take anything away from Latorre. It works perfectly, and yeah. It has a lot of references to various, you know, Marvel and DC books. Like, she's well versed in the doings of superheroes and all that. And this is set in the real world. I don't know if I made that clear or not. Like, there are no superheroes in this world. It's basically set in the world that we live in, and the only superheroes in this world are the ones that exist in comic books. And so yeah, that's kind of, and so it's sort of ridiculous that she's trying to get these powers, and like her parents don't really get it, and you know, she's sort of seen as an oddball, and we're getting into spoiler territory here, so I'm just going to flip past these last few pages. And yeah, overall it's a funny book. It's but the humor's pretty good. I think if you like Conner and Palmiotti, you'll get into this. And if you also like if you like superhero stories, you'll like this, I'm sure, because it's I have no idea what I'm trying to say here, so I'm just going to end it right here. It's a good comic. If you like, if you want to, just like don't go into it expecting to jump straight to the action. It's a slow building comic. It takes time to develop the characters and the dynamics of this world that she lives in, and the people that surround her, and that's important. Like if you look at a lot of the really great superhero comics, that's what they all try to do. They build a really good supporting cast where you can really the comic I'm thinking of right now is I'm thinking of two in particular. I'm thinking of Invincible, and I'm thinking of Amazing Spider-Man by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. And the reason those comics are so good is because of it's like the early issues aren't just about the crime fighting. It doesn't jump straight to that. You see a lot of the hero's life. You see a lot of the mild-mannered alter ego, what they do, and it lends more weight to later stories. And that's what's happening here. So yeah, go into it expecting something like that.